Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve another lead code problem. Minimum remove to make valid parenthesis. Problem statement is given a string as a parenthesis and lowercase English characters. Your task is to remove minimum number of parentheses in any position so that the resulting parenthesis string is valid and return any valid string. We'll see the example which has been given below. For the input as is equal to lead code, which is having parentheses like start, close, and one extra close. So we have to remove this extra close, and that will be our answer. And if the parentheses which are given all are wrong, then we will be returning an empty string. Let's try to solve this problem. So as we know, whenever we see a problem that is related to parentheses, typically we use stack to track of opening and closing braces. So in this example also I will be going to use a stack. Before we start, our approach will be like, for example, say given a string is like, and say closing and then opening, we can have like this string. So in this easily we can identify, we are seeing the closing braces before the opening one. So we have to remove this one and this one, and then remaining we can see those are matching one. So our output will be like this. And if we see like this, and maybe like extra this, in this case, our output will be start, close like this. And another example could be like this, and maybe at the end we are having opening one. So we have to remove this, and last two will remove it. So how do we how do we identify this? So closing one we can identify while traversing itself, and so looks like we'll have to traverse it two times, one time from start to end, other time from end to start, so that we can identify them. Okay, so we'll just put the conditions here. Say if s is empty, you can simply return it. Now, as we need to keep track of braces, we will be using the stack of characters because our string is consisting of characters. The stack is inbuilt collection in the Java that we are going to use. And now we may need to convert this string into char array and then build another string. So for easiness, I will be using string builder, and this will be my temporary string builder that I am going to use here. And now we'll have to traverse over the string. So we'll be converting this to char array. Now each character will come as a C inside the character C. We'll check if C is equal to opening character braces, then we will simply just push it onto the stack, and I will be appending it to our temp, because if it is a valid one we need to return this along with the string. Okay, and what else if C is equal to closing one? So we know if it is closing one, then something should be on the stack. If my stack is empty, I'm ignoring this character. If the stack is not empty, then my stack top should be uh, opening one. If this is the case, we can use the peak to look at the top in the stack. Then I'm going to pop it out from the stack so that it will nullify its impact, and I'm just appending this to our string builder. Now these are the two cases for where we are character is either opening or closing parenthesis. What if it is another character? Then I am just appending it to temp variable. Now we have gone through start to the end of the string. Now we need to traverse from backwards. So I'm going to use another string builder where I will be using storing the result, and I will be simply traversing in the reverse order. So it will be length minus 1 because length will or index will start from 0, not the 1. And here again I'm using C. Now, so if my C is equal to opening braces, and if stack is not empty, and we have this onto the top, then we will simply remove this from the stack, and we are not storing this anywhere. And that is what we are looking for. And if this condition is not meeting, then we will simply append everything onto the result. Now, because we are traversing backward and appending all the things onto the result will have our result, but in the reverse order. So we'll have to reverse it before we can return, and also need to convert it to string. We will be using inbuilt operator to string, and I hope this should work. Yeah, so code is working fine now. We can submit it and see if there are any test cases which are failing. No, our runtime has come as a 41 millisecond. It's faster than 11.31%. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you are learning something from this video, and I request you to subscribe to my channel. I have just started this channel.